Welcome to the Chosen One podcast show. My name is Sophie. I am a manifesting generator 1-3, and I'm super passionate about a lot of things. I love fashion, branding, human design, healing, channeled content, jinkies, and everything business and mindset related. I called this podcast show The Chosen One for a reason because I truly believe that as MGs, we are here to challenge the world to do things differently, more nonlinear and with lots of playfulness. So if you are an MG like me or you like my MG energy, you are here at the right place to learn exactly how to live a MG life with zero limits.
You are the chosen one.
Okay, beautiful, gorgeous souls. It's the 16th of May, which is my birthday. 38. Oh my goodness. It feels like such a portal this year. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, I had this interesting dream last night about investing money and how we are not, or at least this is an interesting word of choice, right? Because I truly believe that the level of like success has to do with how you view money and how you also handle money in your life, right? And I remember like last year we were in Italy. My dad lives in Italy in the beautiful hills, and he has a beautiful house there with a swimming pool and a glamping, which is like a fancy campsite with like safari tents and everything. And we were there like last year, summer. And it was in that period that my husband was making the transition from a full-time, very well-paid job to starting his own company. And we were having this discussion with my father and his wife around like money and investing in your business and lending money to get your business started, right? And then my father's wife asked a very interesting question, and both of them are very successful entrepreneurs. So they asked us a very interesting question, and they asked my husband and myself, like, how comfortable are you with lending money? And we spoke about that, and they were like, any successful entrepreneur is comfortable with lending money or having money debt. And debt is not, I don't think that's the right word. I feel like debt implements like, it has such a negative sound to it. But any well successful entrepreneur has money lended either with the bank or has lended money maybe in the beginning from relatives, or any successful entrepreneur has no issue with lending money because they'll know they'll get it back. But in your business, you always reach a certain level at a certain point, right? And then like first you start off in your business, that's like level 1, for example. And then you need money to get to the next level. And then when you're at the next level and you're done playing that next level, you actually need money again to go to that next level, right? To the next level. And a lot of the times, by the time that you want to make that jump to that next level, you sometimes, or a lot of the times, do not have the money or means yet to make that jump, because you're literally making a jump to a next level timeline, to a next level. And in order to get there, you often have to invest money in yourself, in a coach, in tools or services or materials that you'll need to get your business going, right? If you want to start a store, then you have to buy like the merchandise for your store, and you have to pay the rent for your physical store, and you have to do all these things, right? And a lot of online entrepreneurs, they don't have like a physical office or a physical store. But for us, like investing is really like investing in the right software, the right email marketing programs, in a well converting website, something I recently invested money in again. a business coach, something I did last year. I invested money in a very high level business coach from Australia. As entrepreneurs, you're always investing to get to the next level, and then you get to the next level and you make a certain amount of money, and then you pay off your debt, and then you start actually all over again, right? So the dream I had last night, and that was very interesting, is that they showed me this image. I was like following a seminar or something, and that person was inviting all the people in the room to share the number that they like their debt number, right? And it was very like a normalized question, like this is just part of business, so let's just also like write down your income, but also write down how much do you have to pay off to maybe certain loans and everything. And out of that whole room, one person said the amount, it was 40K, and he brought it in such a confident way. He was like, yeah, I have 40K standing out, but it's something I can easily pay off. And I'm getting cuddles here from my baby. It's something I can easily pay off, and it's something that's really moving the needle for my business. So yeah, 40K. And the rest of the room kept silence. And it was so interesting because at that point, I was like, okay, but maybe I should share my number as well. And I noticed that I did have a little bit of an embarrassment by sharing it. I was like, what will people think about me that I have debt? But I was like, no, I'm in this seminar. I'm in here for a reason, so I'm sharing my number as well. So I said, okay, 20K, because that's actually the number that I landed from my mom last year, 10K, and then a couple of years before that, 10K as well, to move my business and like get the ball rolling again, right? As if you follow me for a longer time, you know that last year around this time, money stopped flowing for a bit in my business because I really had to redefine my business. And since I was so used to making a lot of money, I also have a lifestyle that costs a lot of money. And also my business is like designed or set up in a way that it costs money, right? It's not like I don't spend anything business wise. There's like, I have a lot of I have a certain amount of monthly cost, which really means that like 10K will literally like take me like not even 2 months to pay the things that need to be paid, right? But I needed that money because I really felt like I really, really needed to take a next step in my business. And I also felt that I couldn't do it alone. And I remember this so well because I'm telling this like lightheartedly, like it was very easy, but actually it was a very intense period in my life. I think I also had all these hormones going on. I just had our baby. She was like only 6 months old back then. I was still breastfeeding. Well, I'm still breastfeeding, but back then I think the hormones were still sort of like more upset than they are right now. And I remember like being on the bed with my husband, and I was just like in tears, and I was like, I can't see my way out of this. I really need help. And he was like, well, if you feel like you need help figuring this out, go and hire a good coach that can help you with this. And actually, it was so interesting because we were sitting on the bed and I was super upset. And then afterwards, I went out for a walk with my daughter. And during that walk, I really decided, okay, I'm going to find my right coach, but I'm not going to do it from a mind space. I'm not going to do it from an initiating space. I'm really going to do it by my strategy, right? So my strategy as a manifesting generator is to respond. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to let the universe show me which coach I have to hire to get me out of this funk and get my business like really sustained. Like my desire was to build a sustainable business. And so I really needed a coach that understood that, right? I'm not going like for the fast money, like, okay, I'm going to make a lot of money in a month and then everything crashes down again. No, I really want to build a stable foundation for sustainable business. That was my desire. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to give myself 48 hours. If I don't find, or if the universe is not showing me anybody within those 48 hours, I can like initiate, right? So I went out for that walk, and almost immediately I got this download like, oh my God, you have to look up Jenna Black. So I did that. And I think a week later, we started our portal and we worked together for 3 months actually. And the interesting thing is that Jenna turned out to be a manifesting generator as well, which was so helpful for me because I didn't really have good experiences hiring coaches. I never really did that because every time I wanted to, I sort of felt like that coach didn't resonate with my way of doing things because as a manifesting generator, we really need to do things on our own terms. And well, for me at least, I do not do well with a coach that tells me exactly what to do, right? I need somebody who actually lights up my sacral, that turns on the engine, and then let me go and do my thing. And then when my engine dies, I check in again. And then like my coach gets me back on my track. That's really how I view coaching. That's actually what I do with my manifesting generator clients one-on-one as well, right? I'm the one to really activate their motor, but they are all self-led women who really understand, okay, then I just have to go out and do my own thing. And then when the engine dies again, they like check in again, like, Sophie, oh my God, it's dying again. Like I'm putting on the engine again, right? So anyways, we started working together for 3 months. And of course, like I didn't make like 40, 50K in a month right away again, right? Because that's going to take some time. If you want to like build a sustainable business, it's really good just to take like 2, 3 months to really build up. But I was making enough money to pay everything that needed to be paid, and started making more and more and more. And then in January 23, that's actually when everything turned around, and that's when actually my business really took off again, and I started to attract a lot of international clients, which was a long held dream of mine to serve internationally, right? Before that, I was only doing like Dutch and sometimes Belgium clients, but actually like 90%, like 95% Dutch. And now it's like the other way around. It's 95% international, which was such a long held dream of mine that came into fruition this year. So that was amazing. And this would never have happened if I wouldn't have made that decision to lend the money from my mom to get me out of the funk and to invest money in coaching. Those were two major steps that I took to get my business to that next level. And this is something that feels super scary when you are in a situation that you actually don't have a lot of money. But having that conversation with my dad really normalized it for me. And it's also something I wrote down the other day. Like last week, I hosted a money masterclass in my private Facebook group, which is called The Art of Responding. If you're a manifesting generator, you can always join. It's for free. I will mention the link in the description of this podcast. But it was a beautiful, beautiful live where I talked about making money and doing it from a very aligned frequency and all of that. And what was my purpose by saying that? I don't know. But anyways, oh yeah, that's when before I was like hosting the masterclass, I also received the words like you have to normalize like making like investing money in yourself, and that everything comes and goes in your business, right? There's this law which is called the law of rhythm, and that means that everything goes in ups and downs, right? So you always have your moments that you make a lot of money, and then you have money, and then you have periods that you might make a little less money. But it's like what sets a very successful entrepreneur apart from a non-successful entrepreneur is actually the ability to look at it from a non-detached place and be like, yes, that's just how it works. That's the law of rhythm, and I'm just going to continue doing my thing, and I'm going to tweak where necessary, and I'm going to keep investing where necessary. And by really normalizing it and really applying the art of the law of rhythm to your specific business model, it allows you to stay in that high frequency. It's when you panic and think, oh my God, this is the end of the world and I cannot do this. That's when you actually activate that frequency, and then you're actually calling that into your reality. So don't make the mistake to think that successful entrepreneurs don't go through trial and error or through periods where money is coming in less. I was listening to an audio from Louise Hay the other day where she was explaining in the audio as well that she went through a period in her business that everything sort of like fell flat. And then as soon as she noticed that as well, she made some major decisions, right? She made some major intense decisions, but it did get her business to that next level again. So we go through those phases, but it's like exactly what I said. What sets a successful entrepreneur apart from a non-successful entrepreneur is the mindset, is the way of viewing things, right? And it's also like, okay, are you going to get into panic mode and start initiating all kinds of weird things that are not aligned to your specific strategy? Or are you allowing yourself to really stay in tune with who you are and also just really allow your strategy to do the work for you? And this is what a lot of manifesting generators find very complicated, because our strategy is to respond, right? So that feels complicated when you feel like, oh my God, no money is coming in and now I need to respond for the next thing. I can't respond because I'm in a hurry. But you're not in a hurry. It's the hurry frequency that actually causes the non-aligned decisions and more money issues in your life, right? So, or not even money issues, but just like money not flowing as well as it could flow, right? So you really want to apply your strategy when it comes to running your business. And this is actually something I do, right? I focus in my business on female entrepreneurs, coaches, experts, manifesting generators, who really want to understand how to apply their specific human design strategy to their webinars, to their social media posts, to their email marketing, to their sales calls, to really like attract the right audience and convert them in paying clients with ease and without like all the old school like selling tactics and really doing like the uncomfortable selling, right? That's what I teach. And I truly believe like more and more entrepreneurs and manifesting generators as well understand that it's like important to apply your design when it comes to running your business and really applying it to your email marketing, to your social media posts, to your webinars and everything. But I truly believe only a few really successful MG entrepreneurs really understand how to do this in a way that it actually converts to more paying clients. Because at the end, that's what we would desire, right? We desire a business that has a high conversion rate. I mean, you can give amazing podcast shows, or host amazing podcast shows, you can give webinars, you can do all of that, and it doesn't really matter which platform you pick. It really comes down to you getting super comfortable in your MG energy, in your story, in your conversion story, which is a very interesting thing as well, to have like a high converting story, and then applying your strategy as a manifesting generator to get those clients into your energy field, first of all, and then to convert them into paying clients. You have to understand when you embrace your, no, let me phrase it in a different way. When you understand how to apply your strategy, your human design strategy as a manifesting generator, which is to respond and to inform, if you manage to apply that in the right way, your energy field becomes so attractive and clients will just literally come to you, right? You don't know how many messages I have received from clients working with me saying, oh my God, Soph, you won't believe this client literally fell out of the sky. She just came to me, right? That's what happens when you make your manifesting generator energy field super attractive. And the way you make it attractive is by applying your strategy in the right way to like your complete business, like to your webinars, to your social media posts, to your email marketing, to creating your offers. Like you have to apply it to every single aspect of your business, right? And if you do that in the correct way, like seriously, you become a magnet to miracles. And I gave myself the present of a highly converting website. The homepage is now completely done. It's on my website, www.sophiedipmar.com. And I really gave myself the gift of buying a highly converting website template. Before that, I changed my website a lot of times and I did it myself. And I was like, you know what, Sophie? I'm now investing in a highly converting website. Last year, I invested in a high level business coach, and now I'm going to invest in a high converting website. And I'm working behind the scenes on so many different things. And I have the feeling that I'm gonna launch something very interesting very soon, but I'm gonna let it settle in and wait for really the responsive hit to share it with you. But I will say, keep your eyes open because yeah, there is just like so much to share when it comes to applying your responsive strategy in the right way so it actually converts to paying clients. So, in the meanwhile, you can still watch my old free masterclass where I share a lot of information about the informing and responsive strategy. It's still available through my website. It will be taken off soon because new things are coming. But if you're listening to this on the 16th of May, it is still available on the website. You can still download it. And like I said, it will be taken off very shortly. Okay. Love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day and we'll talk soon.